I finally realized, Snowflake. I've gone down the darker path. I've lived a life in shame and villainy. I know what it's like to compromise on what I believe in my core. And I finally realized I need to know when to quit. Not on you, but on believing that I deserve something that I don't. If anything, baby, I want you to know this is my promise to you. You're my snowflake, my beauty, my one true love. And I wanted to be your prince. I wanted to be that love that makes everything lighter, not more heavy, not worse. And I'll be that. It's just it might take me a bit, because of the mistakes that I've made. I've hurt my friends, I've distanced everyone. I've sold my soul just to feel something, just to make you mine, just to prolong that life of yours. And I realized something. In doing so, I made you miserable. I made us into a needlessly complicated story. I made us into something we never should have been, even if it wasn't our faults that we ended up here. It's my fault that I perpetuated it. It's my fault that I let my emotions blind me. Now when I hold you in my arms, I feel guilt. Just a bit. I know that guilt will go away. But some of my actions, those I've sacrificed, they cannot. I'm not sure how to feel about something when I can't give it back. If I stole away something, what do I do to make it up to that lost soul? That person's sacrifice to justify the ends of a means. I was blinded. Blinded by my desire to make you mine. Blinded by my desire to have my baby back. My wonderful snowflake that there was none other in the world was melting in my arms. I know, baby. I've made more than one mistake, but that doesn't mean I'll stop. Even if I have to make 1,000 of them. 2 wrongs don't necessarily make a right. My trusting of Epidemic was wrong. Klaus isn't the monster we thought he was. Neither is Tomura. But the combination of the two and my own malice, my own obsession, turned me into a monster. And you were pulled along by my selfish desire to save you by any means necessary. Now we have to rely upon those who I can't even trust. I know, Snowflake. The future seems so blurry now. I just wish we could go back to that cruise, back when things were all right. But it might just be possible. There might be a way to rewrite history, or at least make what history we have to experience that much better. You're mine, baby, and I'm yours. But if I want to make it right, I need to know you want me to do this. Am I still the one you love? Do you still hold those feelings for me above all else? Baby, it's okay. You never have to force feelings for my sake. If I've lost your heart, I'll at least see this through to the end, and that I can help you become happy, even if I never do. No, I know you don't want that. I'd prefer not either, but I've resigned myself to atone for my sins. I've got a shadow looming on my heart, and it caused me to lose my empathy. Something I gained from my time with my friends after we graduated. From the time we became pro heroes, I was fine for most of it. It seemed to be going so well. I was maybe a little cocky, maybe too confident in my quirk, my intelligence. I didn't think anyone would ever strike where they struck. I know now. This was all a cruel happenstance of fate. And I reacted on emotion without thought, blindly. And I couldn't handle it. My mistakes, my sins are my own, but I dragged you into all this. And I understood that not everything could be avoided, but I was brash. And that's why I want things to go back to how they used to be. I tried so many things. I went too far. I almost lost you. I lost my heart. But it's not too late to put stitches on it and call it something resembling love. It's not too late for us, baby. It's not too late for us at all. We can go back to that place we always wanted to be. That place on that cruise liner saying I do. That's all I want. Even if it means running away from the world or who I am. I would flee from it all if it meant I could be brave for you. Look at me, my snowflake. This has been everything to me. You've been everything to me. And this is my best attempt at righting the wrongs that I've caused, even if I can't take them back. I've tried to look forward instead of behind. I've tried to embrace you and all of this kindness you've showed me. Do you wish to try again? Yes. Just like that, my beauty. My baby. My snowflake. That's what I always wanted. That's what I always longed for, was you. I only wanted you because, as sad as it is to say, I've always been extremely spoiled with it. I've always been the kind of man who doesn't know when to give up. I've always been the one that tries to ignore the fact that I'm spoiled. Ignore the fact that I've had things that many never got a chance to. And I realized I could no longer look at myself the same. I realized that no matter what happens, I need to keep my head high. I need to be able to make your life happy and reach my own dreams too. And this probably seems a little too late, a little too long-winded, and what I'm trying to say is this. Just like that kiss. Just like my arms that wrap around you. I won't go away. And I won't leave you alone as long as you want me. I want this to be something special. And I don't just want you to feel like your life is put on hold. That you can't be the person you always dreamed of being. I'll help you reach every goal, every dream. And let's start with a nice date. I know it's not perfect, but thanks to overhaul, you're mostly back to normal. I need to thank Kai properly. It took so much to even get him to help me. To get them to help me. My former friends. They saw me as a monster. And I do deserve it. But I realized, for everything I've done, it was my rashness, my brashness to run into the unknown to try and make things happen when I was panicked. when I was weak. No more, my darling. You've seen me when I'm weak. Let me show you when I'm strong. When I'm no longer afraid to steal what's mine. When I'm no longer afraid to use every weapon at my disposal in a way that's heroic instead of one that's desperate, longing, insatiable. I found a way forward, not just for us, but for everyone. I've been so selfish for so long, but I realized my selfishness was always obsession. But now I realize I don't need to feel bad, because after all of it, aren't you just as obsessed with me? Aren't we the same? Our sins blend into one, and if we bear it as two hearts entwined. No longer, Snowflake, do I feel like I'm alone. No longer do you have to be. How you face the future is up to you, but I want to be there with you. I want to make it a future you never want to forget. Baby, I hope I'm not giving you too many kisses, but I can't help myself. When I look at you, my heart trembles and my hands too. When I embrace you, it's like my very life depends on it. You're my beauty, and I want to be your beast, but not in the way you're thinking. No, maybe. Just maybe you're thinking along the right lines. But even if you are, so what? What am I to you now, my darling? Have I become that beast who protects you, that fierce grip that holds you, that fierce man with fierce desires, the one that looks you in the eye right now, that trails that chin up, that begs to kiss you? And the question is, do you want me to? Baby, do you want me to steal those lips and that heart of yours all over again? It's a clear question and a clear answer. I can feel it. Then shall we begin our very first date? To make things right. To have that relationship we always wanted. I don't want to hold on to the baggage, the mistakes, the scars. They're in the past for a reason, and I'll make sure they stay there. Baby, will you let me be your prince? Just for tonight. And maybe, if you so desire, for the rest of our small eternity together. Baby, take my hand. That outfit, it looks gorgeous on you. Even more gorgeous than I imagined. Suitable to someone as special as you. I put my heart and soul into getting it made, just the way you always wanted. The outfit to be, for us to be together. You always wished you'd done things better on our first date. I did too. I thought maybe, now, it wouldn't be too late to have a truly lovely first date with you. Baby. Holding you by the waist as we travel in this beautiful limousine. Do you feel like royalty? I want you to. And yet part of me has trouble knowing where to look. Because when I meet your eyes, I freeze like a deer in the headlights. Because you're so, so beautiful. I'm not boring you, am I? Far be it from that. I could never let myself bore you, baby. You're my snowflake, my beauty. And if I'm to be your beast, I should be a gentleman about it. A gentleman who might not know his own limits. Or maybe I do, and I hide them to keep an air of mystery. Wouldn't you want your future husband to be mysterious and brave? No, baby. Just what am I supposed to do with you now? It seems you've fallen madly in love with me. Just like before, I probably just need to think. No, feel what's right. As long as you're happy, as long as I'm able to make you happy, that's what matters to me. Kissing you too much. Baby, there's no such thing as too much. Or is there? I guess only you could decide that. I'm going to be a gentleman about it. And therefore, if those cute eyes of yours tell me to kiss you, of course I have to. Abide. Otherwise, I wouldn't be your prince, would I? I'd just be another gentleman. And I don't want that. I don't just want to be any gentleman, no. I want to be the gentleman who's your husband. Who's going to be your husband. But first I have to be your boyfriend first. And that's what this date is for. That's what everything is for. To prove, once and for all, that together is where we're meant to be. I'm not sure if something like fate exists in this world. Sometimes I wonder if it likes to play cruel tricks on my heart. In those days when you're away, I don't know what to do with myself. I just keep thinking about you. And now when I can look in those beautiful eyes, when I can run my fingers down the beautiful strands, when I can wrap my hands around your waist, when I can lift that chin, and I can see my baby. That's what makes those lonely days worth it. And that's where fate intertwined and gave me something to look forward to every single day. Baby, what am I going to do with you? Other than spoil you to no end. Have I ever done things the conventional way? What? Did you expect me to just take you to a normal place now? We'll dine on the top of the world. Quite literally. The exquisite seat atop Perry at this beautiful place. You know, the public doesn't normally get to go here. Good thing we're not the public. Shall I take you to your seat? The beautiful place we'll be spending our evenings together. Every now and then, maybe as a fun little getaway. I don't mind doing return visits. What is it you desire from today, baby? Do you want to be my snowflake? Is it still the same as it was? No, I think it's even better than before. Being able to be here feels like history is repeating itself in a good way. A second chance, a rehappening of time Everything seems so beautiful. And the scenery could never compare to your beauty. You're my beauty. God, you really miss this as much as I do. What's the matter, baby? Can't handle that your man could never, ever leave you in the past. I couldn't. I always wanted you. I always needed you. The only thing I'm weak to is my baby, my snowflake, my beauty. There isn't a single thing I wouldn't do to make it up to you. But it's not about that. It's about living in the moment, isn't it? Come on, baby. Let me spoil you. That way that you look at me, and then you look away. It only adds to your allure and mystery. It makes me want to tease you even more. Hopefully you don't mind. But if I might be so bold as to say, your expression when you're being teased is a once-in-a-lifetime, beautiful, one-of-a-kind, heart-throbbing. You make me ache for you, baby. You make me love the feeling of your skin against mine. I get to feel that way that you shudder when I touch your shoulder, or when I caress my arms around your back. There's nothing I wouldn't give to make you feel loved, passionate, and oh so beautiful. Just look at you. No one in this world could ever compare to you. No? And why should I stop there? When I know you like to be teased, baby. I know you don't want this to end either. Because as much as things have been bad, they've been good too. I think they're wrong about what they say about men, or at least wrong about me. I don't just want one thing. I want your everything. This and that. From this beautiful leg, this beautiful arm, gorgeous lips. I want all of you. All of me completely needs all of you. And I can't give up on that feeling. I can't let it go because I'll always crave it. I'll always crave more of you. Baby, don't ever misunderstand. I'm here for you, and I'll always be. I'll always be the person who wants to make you smile the most. I'll always be the man who has a glass heart just for you. The one who gave it all up, and the one who is an idiot. I know I went too far. But, as they say, better late than never, right? I found myself thanks to you, even if the hate of people who hurt you consumed me, broke me down. Now, I gotta make up for lost time. Maybe kissing you all over is a start. It almost seems like you're looking away. Don't tell me I've flustered you that much already. No shame in that. Baby. everything. Does it make me greedy? Obsessed? I care not which. The curse of these feelings, but the blessing of being able to share them with you. I'd bear this every single day. Because a chance to make you feel, a chance to be one with you, the ability to be able to tease you senseless. Well, I know how to call out someone who's very, very cute. And I don't quite know how to stop myself when they beckon me further. I'm only kidding. Snowflake, I would never, ever break your heart or overstep, because all of my passion, all of my love, it's meant for you. Only you. Your lips are as soft as silk, and your body as warm so much that you melt my cold side. You make me melt, Snowflake, but I just might make you melt too. Is it comforting that you can have a side of me when you're cold, or a side when you're warm, or a side when you want both? I need you as much as I want you. And I know I can't just look back and make the pain go away, but I can look forward and see that there's still a future that we might be able to really be happy in. That's what I want. A future where I can make those cute cheeks shy up. A future where I can make sure you're satisfied, happy and proud to be in the beautiful body you are. I know there's things that might want to change, things that might need to change for you to be happy, and that's okay. I accept you for you, and I want you badly to be my one and only, my everything. I love you with all I am as a man, everything I've ever been. And maybe this is all just words thrown straight from my heart, but I want every touch to mean something. I want every kiss to send butterflies, even here or there. I want to take my time and worship every inch of you with every inch of me. Baby, you make me feel so much, so very much, that I could never, ever stop. This cozy feeling of our bodies separated by nothing but thin clothing, it makes my heart ache to have the honor, the privilege of being with you. Nothing can deter this love I have. I will live by it. I will give everything for it. And if I can see those eyes sparkle again with all that beauty and happiness, I'd feel honored just to have the chance to try. I love you, baby. Won't you be my beauty, my snowflake, forever and ever? Won't you let me make you melt, baby? It almost feels too easy. Like, I'm too lucky to have someone with as big of a heart as you. It almost seems surreal. Sorry if I couldn't help but cry a little from being this happy to be with you. Baby, I've never been so lucky in my life as when you look at me with those beautiful eyes. When we meet just like this, there's nothing that could ever replace it, that could ever take away from this feeling of pride, this feeling of happiness, because I get to do this. There's nothing I wouldn't do in a heartbeat just for you. Baby, just relax. You can leave everything to me. Your body, it's wonderful, but your heart is what's always made me yours. It's what I've always seen first. Sweet and silky from head to toe. There's nothing in this world greater than you to me. That's why I want to spoil you, inside and out. Let me love you, baby. Your flavor, your scent. Oh, it's so intoxicating. I can't ever get enough. Baby. What's the matter, baby? Too much teasing? Or not enough? Baby, Just relax. I'll give you a massage. Isn't that what we call it now? Baby. Yeah, that's my baby. You're most cute when you smile. Can't handle much more, but I think you're faring no better. Might as well enjoy a grand finale of sorts. How's the massage? Is it getting deep enough? Baby. Let's keep you from being too tense or Or we might make a mess of this little massage. Baby, do you think just this once I can start over? Do you believe that people can change deep in their hearts? That even if mistakes are made, that your heart remains in the place it should? That's all I've ever wanted, was to be that kind of man. Someone unlike my father. Someone who can forgive and forget. Be good to his friends, and most of all, for you, baby. Baby, you're everything. You've always been my everything. And that's why I want to propose something. Would you consider marrying me all over again? Redoing the ceremony in our own way, even if it doesn't have the grandeur. I would like to see your face smiling on that day, instead of things being so sad. All I wanted was to celebrate our lives together, being joined as one. And if I could have that, nothing, absolutely nothing, would ever stop me from being the best husband in the whole wide world. I'm sure of it. I don't know how to stop because I'm so vastly in love with you. Baby, I'm so proud to be your man. And yet I'm so ashamed for the mistakes that I've made. This duality of sorts, it puts me on edge, but are you sure you can just forgive me? Am I worth that? I sometimes go back and forth. I don't always know what to say or do. I just go with what my heart says, and that's what got me into this. But still, my darling, I could never stop loving my baby. It's why when I thought I lost you, I did everything I could to try and make things right, but I realized acting with only your heart in a twisted way can get you in the most trouble of all, where not even you can pull your head underwater. And that's the saddest part. I couldn't even stop things, but I want to make it up to you. I want this to be a happy occasion, a place where we can renew our vows, make them as they were meant to be, the vows we never got to say, the wedding we never got to have. Maybe we could enjoy the stuffed animal room and have a tea party. Maybe we could do things that I've always wanted a chance to share with you. I want to take you to my island, and if you'll pardon me for my loss of speech, it's just part of me can't believe I'm really looking at you. Part of me feels guilt. Part of me feels happiness. And yet, an even bigger part of me just can't help but weakly smile at the fact that you look so pure. You look so very innocent of the crimes that others have forced upon you. And I understand that I must protect you, that we must protect each other. Don't think I don't know, baby, how much you protect me too. That's what a relationship is. That's what a marriage is. That's what a life is. Two hearts entwined as one. That's what I want more than anything. Baby, won't you let me take care of that heart of yours? Make you mine all over again and give you everything. Everything you could ever dream of. Sealed in a kiss.